Hi, I'm Phil, also known as Brewshack BBQ. Welcome to Game Changers, the show that brings you off-menu barbecue. Maybe shows you how to cook a few things that you've never thought of and some that you never dreamed of, over fire. So, for the past 6 years, I've been a passionate live fire cook. I've learnt a lot in the past 2 or 3 by getting involved with a lot more people and running a podcast. So my podcast is called The Meetup with Brewshack BBQ, and I've spoken to some of the most interesting people in the UK and, to be honest, the world barbecue scene, and I've learned quite a lot. So what I wanted to do with this show is share a little bit of what I've learned and hopefully learn a bit more with you guys. I'm lucky enough to be the first contributor as part of the Friendly Fire Collective, and on the first episode I feel very honoured and I'm really looking forward to getting started. So if you can pick up any background noise, my neighbours have chosen the one day that we had set aside in this last month to film, to do their gardens, so you'll have to forgive us for that. Hopefully it won't interfere too much. On this episode we're making game burgers from venison mince, venison steaks and some brioche buns. It's going to be really simple. We're just going to put it on a plancha, get the plancha as hot as we possibly can. We're going to use some nice pastrami seasoning on the mince. We're going to use some gaucho rub to give it a little bit of heat on the steaks. Some nice Jarlsberg cheese as well, melted over the patties. Bob's your uncle. No dramas, easy as you like.
Pigeons in there as well if you don't shut up.
So when making smash burgers, a lot of the time people will weigh this out. I know that is roughly 380 gram, there or thereabouts. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to split this into 3. I'm just going to make 3 burgers out of that. I know people get a bit anal about how much their burgers weigh. I rarely weigh them. I just go, that looks about right. With game burgers, I always think, especially like, because with a beef burger, everyone expects a smash burger now. And I think what I'll do is, it still goes on as a ball, but it just, you know, I want a little bit of width on it, because when I put it on the bun, I want it to be seen, you know, I want it to be a prominent bit of meat, because I don't think it does the meat any justice if it's wafer thin. So we'll go pastrami, which I've just forgot to do on the mince, so I'll mash that up again.
What is it about the pastrami rub that you like?
I just really like it, because you've got a nice balance of loads of pepper, you've got a nice amount of salt and garlic, and there's not much to it. It's a little bit like, so I know there's some rubs out there that are basically just like, for example, there's a brisket rub. What is it? It might be an Angus and Oink one. It's predominantly salt and pepper, which is, you know, I can do that myself, but it's just the idea of milling it and grinding it to the right. Texas AF as well from Good Rub. Like, some people go, yeah, it's just salt and pepper. Yeah, but it saves me doing it. So sometimes there is some benefit to it. With this, you've just got a little bit of something extra. There's a bit of sugar in there as well, which, to be honest, most of the Angus and Oink ones have. And I've got no problem with a bit of sugar. I mean, I'm not eating this to lose weight. I should be, but I'm not. Not in this particular instance. So they're quite loose. You get like much firmer meat when you do beef. That's the other reason I'm not going to go too small either, because you'll find they'll just like turn into little spider webs and they'll just like split apart. Might have to go 4 though. So with the steaks, what we're going to do here is I'm going to hit them with a little bit of gaucho rub, and they're going to go onto the plancha, and we're going to cook those, because again, with a steak, a normal beef steak, you'll have to take those to roughly 57 degrees to really get the kind of fat rendering down. Obviously, as you can see, there's only a very, very slight line of fat going through that. So we haven't got to take it quite as far to break it down, but equally we don't want raw when it comes to a burger, because it's going to give us too much chewy meat and obviously it's going to pull it apart. So I'm going to take this to around 55 and then give it a rest before I slice it and put it on the burger. I did say I was going to put some gaucho on that as well, so. Okay, so we've got our finished burger. This beast, 2 patties, 2 pieces of Jarlsberg cheese, 1 pickle just to break it up and pretend I'm being healthy, and then some beautiful venison steak to finish it off.
I'm just going to take this one and try it. Oh, it's amazing, mate. Like a really rich flavour, but not overpowering.
Okay, so that is the game burger, or in this case, the Game Changers burger. Question for you, what would you put on your venison burger? Would you put the venison steak on? Or would you put bacon? Tell me in the comments below. I'm gonna go and finish this off.